Alright guys, we're down here cleaning the fence on this entrance, and you can see I've sprayed the front side. And some of it has drifted to the back, but this is the north side. So just like when I talk about a house, the north side being the worst because it doesn't get as much sunlight, you pull into this community. This is the north side right here, and that side over there of that fence is the north side. This side's dirty, that side's dirty. The other side of this side isn't that bad. The other side, the south side, is not that bad. But this is what you get with the north side. So yeah, pretty nasty. And I told you guys that on these jobs like this, on this kind of siding, you know, somebody else may have good luck with downstreaming this, but I mean, this is super thick. That'd make for a good before and after. But some of y'all may downstream this if you got a strong enough mix, and I mean, if you do, so be it. But I just got this hot mix, and just let it melt it away. I know as thick as this is, I'll have to come back with a little bit of pressure. You know, if I clean this every year for them, it wouldn't get this bad, but I don't. And so just hit it with the hot mix. You don't need to have it open all the way and wear it out, but just hit it with that hot mix and watch it dwell, watch it eat it away. But I got to come back and get this with a pressure washer anyway. When I was here the other day, I rolled under the fence on this side, and over there was a picket loose, and I got in there to get on the back side of these walls to wash them. And I think the whole time I could have just went through the gate like I just did, and then just go over there and hit their cincher. Like I know how to get in, but I didn't know if it was vehicle specific, so I guess I'll go over and check it with a cincher when I get done. But you can see, no longer I've been sitting here running my mouth, all that's done turned brown, brownish yellow. That means it's dying off, and once I come back and hit it with a pressure washer, it'll be good to go. All right guys, about an hour and a half in. As you can tell, got all this vinyl fence cleaned up, so that finishes everything up front here. The only thing they didn't get cleaned was the mailboxes and the lighting. I mean, they really could get that cleaned up and that would look better. I may even mention that to him on the way out. Come through and get all that moss off of it, make it look good at the entrance, because now they got all this vinyl fence here, vinyl fence over here is clean. Like I said, on the back side of this and on this side was the worst. So I mean, it was pretty bad. Pretty real bad actually, but nothing that a hot mix can't do. You know, I've said in other videos that I'm done with these vinyl pickets like this, whether it be like the rails this way or the pickets coming up or the handrails. I just say hit it with a hot mix and be done with it if you can, because I mean, it's a nightmare just having to spray over and over. And then this, for whatever reason, I could gain entrance here and take the hose and come around through here and wash the backside, and I had to keep looping the hose over there. I'm telling you guys, if you can afford to have somebody just do hose management for you, it'll make your life so much easier in the pressure washing business. But then I had to keep looping it over each of the top of the rails. Then it wasn't long enough, and for whatever reason, if you stand up there, apparently maybe it just picks up metal. I don't know, I didn't try anything metal, but that gate wasn't open, so I'd have to come down here, go inside. They had a broke piece here, so I'm able to get in and out of that. But that's a wrap on this part. I said that was a wrap the other day, and then he didn't want the fence added in. I was going to do it the first day, and then I didn't, because I was like, you know, I'm not going to do it unless they say. But there was some curve. You can see it's a little cleaner past that gate. I didn't even realize. I thought that went all the way up through there. So when I come to clean the first day, I just did from the gate down. And so I still had about 20 feet left up there to get. I probably hit that with a little post treat on the way out, just to make it look a little better. But right now, I got to get this pressure washer loaded up, go up there, fill up with some water. I have some water here. I have a little bit of water, like 75 gallons, but I'm gonna go ahead and top this off. That way I can get those top 2 steps taken care of today. And then I'll probably have to fill up again to get the boat ramp done. But just wanted to start from the front. That way when I'm coming down this hill today, when I'm coming down through there and I go out that gate, and this way, I ain't coming back, not unless it's for a different job. So we'll see you in a little bit. So what I have is this old Trex deck that is in horrible shape. It looks horrible. There's lichen, bird poop all over it. So what my plan of attack today is, I need to get in with this guy to come out here and fish. But let me take a couple of pictures here. But my plan of attack today is to hit all this with some percarbonate, release some of this. I have seen that the dock cleaners, the boat cleaners that are recommended to clean boat docks are all percarbonate. So that's what I'm going to use today. It may work out, it may not. But what I have set up here is, should have brought my 15 gallon, but I got a 5 gallon bucket. And what I'm going to do is, I got my soft wash hose hooked up. I'll take and go over there and wet all that wood down, come back, mix me up 5 gallons of percarbonate, see how far that goes. Mix up 5 gallons of percarbonate, go over there and spray the wood, let it set. And while that one's going, probably come over here and get this one and then spray some out there on that. I don't know if I'm going to do, I don't know if I'm going to take the soft wash hose out there or if I'm going to do pump up sprayer yet. So I guess just see how this works. I've had guys say just wet it with a pressure washer and give it a little bit and go. I don't white tip nothing. So I don't know if that's really an option. I really don't know. It's just a learning experience today. I have a plan. My plan is to do it like I normally would this. I've done wood, is just wet it, let the stuff work. The percarbonate is safe for the environment. And it isn't like I'm going to come back over here and there's going to be dead fish everywhere. So I'm not that worried. I just want to make sure I'm going to do what's going to work the best. So let me get started. Alright guys, these wood decks that I have up here, they're not that big. Got a composite on the bottom. They're a pain in the butt, but I want to show you. This is what this one looks like. It's all dark and gray. Of course, if I wet it, it would look better, but that's what this one looks like. Alright, now I'm going to pan over here. This is the one I just finished washing, and yeah, it's wet. Look how good that looks. I've had to spend a lot of extra time that I thought I would have to on here, but guys, if you go beyond what you're supposed to do, it'll come back to you 100%. So even though I'm doing a little bit more than I would wanted to do on these, you know, I'm gonna turn that nastiness right there into that. So I'll be pleased with that, and I know that they will be too. All right, guys, I showed you this when it was wet earlier, and I mean, I just want you to see how awesome this came out. There's a few footprints on there, but I mean, this looks amazing. They're gonna have it stained, and even though there's a lot of boards that need replaced on it, the percarbonate, I mean, I sprayed the percarbonate on here, wet it down real good, and I actually took my rinse tip and got it wet and rinsed off as much as I could on the first go around. And after that first go around, and then sprayed the percarbonate on there. So that was the results. See how dark that one is over there? We're about to hit it now.